Greetings and welcome to EnergizeUtv, Season 7, Episode number 14. So excited that you are here with us today. Are you ready to ignite the powerful and authentic voice you know is inside of you? But you feel like you get filtered or you hide sometimes. You know, science is clear on this. Filtering your voice activates that social pain network in the brain. Speaking your truth floods the reward center with that beautiful dopamine, that happy stuff. That's why this week on EnergizeUtv, I'm going to come to you and we're showing you exactly how to leverage this neurologically to transform your life. So excited because we have this week is the Listening with Presence, the gateway to speaking your truth. And I have an amazing lady coming on today. But this theme is about conscious communication. And every week we take from the Ignite book. And in the Ignite book, raise your energy in 30 seconds or less. Naturally, so you shine with more energy, joy, and abundance. Get your copy today. And come along with me. It's so much fun. You know what's more fun too is the beautiful lady that's coming on today. And in the wisdom segment, she's a light worker, a trainer, she specializes in holistic growth. With almost 40 years, or probably over 40 years of experience, she is a psychotherapist and an award-winning speaker. Nancy Harkins, a dear soul and mentor for me, she is an expert, and it lies in forging a direct link between that spiritual purposes or principles and real world results in the leadership and personal evaluation. Now, this is going to be a writer downer, so I'm going to give you a minute, because if you don't have it, because I see you coming on, I see you chat fingers, you're starting already, good to see you. Go ahead and get your water. As you know, I'm the water pusher. Take a deep breath. Get something to write on. And let's just breathe. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful. You know, I'm going to tell you that because every morning, including today, I go to Facebook and to Instagram, and I remind you to take a deep breath and to drink your water. So, you know, there's more to this, right? And thank you. Is one of the favorite segments is the crystal connection, where we explore the crystal of the week. Also, the energy awareness segment, understanding and amplifying your energy. And then one of the top picks for many is the energy clearing. You can actually feel it. Yes, the clearing. And then also the reset. That's why it's a reset also. And then a favorite to a lot is the Reiki for life. Everyday Reiki tips and tools and how it relates to conscious communication today. And then also the highly recommended and highly requested is the personal calibration, that transmission. And that's at the end when I'm going to do a transmission for you and bring everything together to calibrate and ignite that energy, activate it with a transmission. So you don't want to miss that. Don't fast forward if you're doing the replay. Don't do it yet. So go ahead. Please be kind. Your mother, your sister, your aunts and uncles and friends, they want to get unstuck also and really step into their spiritual understanding and their gifts. So go ahead and share this with everyone. And I love this quote. A clear energy channel is a clear communication channel. Right? That energy. And it goes all in line, doesn't it? So let's just jump right in. Why don't we? And we just go right into the next segment, which is the energy awareness segment, which says science tells us everything is energy. And it is. These are writer downers. Make sure, because everything is energy. And energy always flows, just like Einstein said, and I quote, and I love Einstein, energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be changed. Very interesting, because he shows us that everything is connected through energy, even things we can't see. Also, this guy, and who is this? I know you know this one. Whoop, whoop. He's a big one, and a lot is right. That's not the right one. Where'd he go? Oh, wow. So, how do you say his name? Well, we're just going to move on because I'm not seeing where it went. Maybe it's right here. Holy moly, there it is. Tesla. Let's just say that. If you want to find the secret of the universe, think in terms energy, frequency, and vibration. And isn't that so true, right? Because have you ever walked into a room and your stomach drops? And you're like, ooh, I could feel that. Like, what is that? And you just go, oh, well, maybe I'm hungry. No, that's energy. And then, have you ever been around somebody and people say it's me? They go, Angel, when I'm around you, I just feel better. And it's that energy because that frequency, and the frequency is in the biofield. And it's real and it's measurable. And that is scientific that happens because that biofield is like your personal bubble. It is. And you know what? It's also like an aura. And I take aura photos when you come see me for my VIP day experiences with me. It's so much fun. So, and this is the thing that I need, that your heart generates the body's most powerful rhythmic electromagnetic field, more than the brain. And it is true because the heart brings, and you've heard this before. And then the other thing is the emotional vibrational frequency chart. This is real, and the numbers are relative though. But when you are on the bottom high, on the shame, blame, guilt, free, trying too hard, and you're getting that desire and that anger and that all of that, you're in a lower vibrational field. Now, when you raise your vibration into a place of acceptance, reason, love, joy, grateful, gratitude, and appreciation. Oh, and then even above that is what? Peace and compassion. It is. When you're in that vibration of higher, you actually feel better. People ask me all the time, Angel, how do you do this when you're in pain, chronic pain all the time, being diagnosed with lupus, fibromyalgia, arthritis, Sjogren's, neuropathy in my hands and my feet, dropped a microwave on my foot. They want to replace all my bone joints. How do you do that? It's not here like with the Shine On song that we will be singing. It's not that. It's being in a place of energy of what? The peace and compassion, the grateful gratitude, really connecting to that energy. Just like Tesla said, just like Einstein said, because your heart really, and how much are you in that beauty and love? And you know, it's also about you reminding yourself that you're like a music conductor with an orchestra. You can learn how to conduct your energy and move your energy. And just like what I do, because I hold space at events, at different things, like here at eWomen Network, I'm holding space and helping with the vibrational field and conducting and moving this energy. Also here in a virtual, I was also hired to do this one at the event Energy Conductor. And then also here at another in-person here in Phoenix. And that was a 2-day. But the thing is I really want you to understand is you're a conductor also. And you are that energy. And that's the exciting part, because you can move energy. You can balance energy. You can manage energy. Big thing is you can change the form of energy. Just like you're tuning an instrument, you can tune your own energy. So that's all about energy. So right now, right here, let's go into a spotlight moment, because I just love spotlight moments. So we're going to go to Karen Jones. She's going to be on next week. So here's
Hello, beautiful souls. I'm Karen Jones, a certified grief recovery method specialist. I'm honored to be featured. Hello, beautiful souls. I'm Karen Jones, a certified grief recovery method specialist. I'm honored to be featured on EnergizeUtv with Angel Marie. It's such a powerful space for inspiration and energy and alignment and high vibration connection. Thanks for being such a beacon of light, Angel Marie, for making this platform to uplift the platform for humanity. And your presence changes the energy in every room that you're in. My gold nugget for you today is that you can recover from grief through a series of small and correct actions. And by recovery, it's not about forgetting. It means finding a new way to live fully while carrying the love and the learning that the loss has brought. Thanks, Angel, again for this amazing opportunity. And I can't wait for all of you to watch the full episode. Let's rise, shine, and align together.
So looking forward to her for next week to come on. She's amazing. Right there is her website if you want to check her out before she gets here next week. So please do so. So let's jump into the next segment, which is energy clearing and reset. Everybody loves this one. Take a deep breath. Good, good, good. And take another big deep breath. Beautiful, beautiful. And as we start to move into this, we're going to really take in that this is, and imagine your energy field clearing. Feel the biofield we just talked about. Clear, bright, and open. And we'll take another deep breath. Because these energy shifts for 30 seconds or less is so powerful. And in this powerful clearing, we want to open your divine messages from your divine to really connect so that you can breathe in now and absorb the energy from the universe, from God, from your higher self, whatever you say, for healing, balancing, stability, and for the energy. So let's take another big, deep breath. Big, deep breath. Beautiful, beautiful. And then take one more and take your hands and bring it up here. Take a breath and then take it from Mother Earth. Beautiful. And now you are reset. I love it because that reset is the important part. So thanks for playing right now. And let's jump into the next segment. And the next segment is the Reiki for Life segment. And you all know that I've been a Reiki master for almost 30 years now teaching this. And let's relate this now. Does Reiki energy healing help master that conscious communication? And yeah, science even says it, that your nervous system explains exactly why. You can't speak your truth when your body is screaming, it's a lie, it's a lie. I mean, have you ever felt that way? I mean, I have, sometimes it's, it's not really what you want to say. And your nervous system starts to do what? It goes into fight or flight. That's the key. It does. It goes right into that. And you know what? Your words are power and they count. So when you feel unheard, challenged, or anxiety, your brain isn't thinking about clarity or empathy. It's prioritizing survival because you want to fight or flight. This triggers the flood of stress and it hijacks the whole entire brain. And the result is sometimes you lash out, you shut down, or you filter your words. These are all forms of unconscious self-sabotaging communication. But Reiki is a direct, powerful catalyst for shifting out of this reactive state. So that's like, and it's very powerful because why? This is beautiful. Stillness isn't lazy. It's sacred. Reiki gives your nervous system permission to do what? Exhale. Reiki also challenges the universal life force energy in areas of the consciousness. These are old fears or extended tension that keeps your nervous system on high alert. When the nervous system gets to the signal of profound safety, your brain fares that says, okay, I can calm down. Holy moly. It's okay to calm down and just be. Yes. And it feels good when you finally do that. So you simply cannot be defensive, reactive, or stuck in a cycle of filtering your voice when your energy field vibrating, when you're vibrating in that clear, beautiful connection and peace and clarity. If you've tried if you're tired of knowing what to say, but always stumble or shutting things down for the moment, it's time to stop fighting with willpower and start aligning your internal flow. If you're ready to finally open the gateways to speaking your truth with unwaveringly confidence, book a Reiki session with me today, and let's powerfully move through that conscious flow so that you continue that. And that is the beautiful thing. And if you want to learn Reiki, I also teach Reiki level 1, level 2, and also we have Reiki shares and ongoing beautiful training. And I want to say again one more time, thank you for being here. I see you. I celebrate you. And you're the one that's helping raise the energy of over 70,000 views a month, 3.3 million minutes viewed a month. And the staggering, you stay on for over 50 minutes. So thank you so much again for being here. And then, I really love this quote. I love this quote, which is, the courage to speak lives in the silence of listening. Ooh, Nancy's going to be telling us about that and how we really can step into that pretty soon. But you know what? Before she comes on, we have to go to the crystal segment. Everybody loves the crystal segment. So we're going to be going to that. But you know what? We got to go to a commercial right now, and we'll be right back. And this amazing crystal is all about psychic filter, protecting you from negative energies. And it helps with your inner wisdom. Oh, what is it? What is it? You're going to find out.
Traditional business cards are often lost or forgotten. This can lead to missed opportunities and wasted time and money. Java Logics offers a unique solution. Eco-friendly paperless business cards that are easy to update and share. With our QR code, you can share your card with anyone, anytime, anywhere. It's the easiest way to share your details. Interested in getting one? Click on Get Offer and get your own digital business card today.
Okay, welcome back, and go and get a digital business card, because that's where everything is going. So go ahead and just grab your digital business card today and get it, and tell Preston all the way out of Canada that Angel sent you and you get the Angel discount. So let's just jump right in. I just love it. And what is the crystal today? The crystal is fluorite. And you've seen fluorite, you've been around fluorite, maybe you know what fluorite is. And fluorite is a biggie when it comes to electromagnetic energy. And it helps, like you wouldn't believe, on how to take care of the electromagnetic field. And it is a powerful one to use. So as we go into that, I want to show you, I have a tower right here. Yep. And then I have these two right here. And these two go on the tower of my computer, because it helps with all electromagnetic energies, that 5G stuff. And this one sits on my bedside table for the vibrational field. So if you've never heard about that, this is a fun fact about it. It's called the Genius Stone, because we use it in metaphysical practices where it's believed to stimulate the brain's electric charge to boost mental clarity and concentration. Don't we all want that, right? I mean, hello. But spiritually, spiritually, fluorite is reversed as a stone of harmony. And it's about thinking clearly and deep intention. It also is like a psychic filter, like I said, and it protects against negative and chaotic energies. And also it helps with that inner wisdom by helping to align bodies of your energy bodies. And it also supports the overall spiritual growth and helps unlock intentional intuition, the very source of your authentic self. When you talk about finding the courage to speak, often that courage comes from a deep inner knowing, and this stone helps you to access that clarity. Isn't that awesome? That's why I love bringing this to you and bringing this fluorite to you, because it is powerful, and it's one you should really have in your arsenal. And it should be everywhere, because like I said, it's EMF. So I have it in my purse. Sometimes if I'm going someplace and I know there's going to be a lot of computers, I'll put it in my bra. So because it actually does really help you to conduct the energy so that you stay in a shield in your biofield, so that you can be more in connection with who you are. So isn't that beautiful? So remember, whether you're seeking a boost in concentration, a protective energy shield, or simply a sense of calm and balance, fluorite serves as a beautiful, tangible reminder that it's the clearest words away always emerges from a place of clear centered thoughts, being that clarity into the life, and watch your truth just flourish. So grab it. Remember how to clear it. If you don't, get with me. I also teach that in the VIP and online. So I am so excited. We're getting ready right now to bring on the amazing Nancy. So here she is right there, and she's going to be coming on right now. Give me 1 second. We're going to be bringing her on. She's all excited on that. I can see that she is. Here we go. Let's bring her on right now. Hello and welcome to the show, Nancy.
Hello, Angel. Thank you so much for having me on your show. I tell you, your energy, just sitting here watching you and listening to you, has already raised my vibration, and I so appreciate it. I am so happy to be here to speak to your guests who are listening and those who are viewing. And I just thank you so much for this golden opportunity.
Oh, you are so welcome. I feel blessed, and viewers, you're blessed today, and man, listeners for sure, because I've known you for years. But please tell everybody, who are you?
Well, I am a powerful woman, and I live right here in Scottsdale, Arizona. I have 2 beautiful, wonderful adult children and an adult grandson who are the loves of my life. And I also have 2 beautiful fur babies, a puppy dog named Gizzy and a kitty cat named Brody. And they are sitting right here listening to me and watching me. And
Well,
I also love plants, as you can tell. I love having a green home. I enjoy attending concerts, and I enjoy live theater and movies, and I enjoy a lot of spiritual groups. I belong to several groups that we just do a lot of spiritual growth and evolution, and those are my passions.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. And that's why when I first met you years ago, it was like, whoa, right? So thank you so much again. And let's just dive right in, because I know you got some awesome golden nuggets. And I like this quote first is, bringing yourself fully into the present moment creates the space to engage more intentionally with others. Talk about
Absolutely.
that.
Well, presence is so important in conscious communication, because when we are not present in our body, mind, and spirit, when our body may be there, but our mind and spirit isn't there. Have you ever been talking with someone and it's very clear their body's right there in front of you, but their mind and their spirit seem to be somewhere else? And one of the you talked about this earlier, one of the most powerful ways to bring ourselves into the presence is using the tool that we have available to us at all times, which is our breath. Our breath is the very essence of life. When we are not breathing, we are not present in our body. So proper breathing, being conscious of our breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, and sometimes breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, calms us, stills us. In fact, just before you brought me on, I was sitting here doing my breathing practices so that I can be fully present here with you now.
Beautiful. That's a writer downer, viewers, that for sure. And I really like this because you wrote a book. Could you please show the book? And one of the things that you said in this book was conscious communication means speaking in first person.
Yes.
I was like, wait a minute. What does that really mean? How can you break that down for the viewers?
Absolutely. Speaking in first person means using I messages. Messages like I am calm, I am happy, I am joy, I am excitement, I am love. You speaking in first person and using those positive affirmations. It is important to remember that I am are 2 of the most powerful words in the English language, because I am is another word for God. The Bible tells us that when Moses went up on the mountain and encountered a burning bush, that when the burning bush told him that he would lead the people to the promised land, he said, "Who should I say sent me?" And the bush said, "I am that I am." So I am is another name for God, another word for God. So when we say I am, we are invoking the power and the presence of the one. And so
Beautiful, beautiful.
whatever follows that, we must be very careful, because if we follow it with, I am stupid, I am dumb, I am ignorant, I am whatever, that's demeaning God. That is demeaning the power and the presence of the one.
Beautiful, beautiful. And let me just add to that, because the thing is too, is vibrationally, the I am is a vibrational tone, because I'm all into tones.
Mhm.
And that I am, and this is one of the things that I find everybody that comes to see me anywhere, it doesn't matter, male or female, I am sorry. And I will tell them, I say, are you a sorry ass? And I say it just like that, just to kind of, and they go, and I'm like, yeah, I'm saying it on purpose. I love you, but I'm saying it on purpose, because if you're saying I am sorry, then you're walking around being sorry. And what kind of energy are you putting around you? So I will tell them. Yeah, I will tell them, I want you to put a rubber band on your wrist. And every time you say, I am sorry, or sorry, because a lot of people, we're trained that way. I want you to snap it. It will only take 2 days, and you'll stop saying that. So beautiful, because it's important that we step in this. Now, this is another one that I really like. At its core, holding space means offering compassion, non-judgmental support, while allowing the other person to move through their own process in their own time. Now, just so all the viewers and listeners know, I am talking about communication, not holding space energetically, because that's different. That's what I do as the event energy conductor. But please tell us about that, holding that space in communication.
Well, actually, it's a combination of both, energetically and in presence. Because when we are fully present with somebody, our full energy is right there with them. And holding space means listening without interrupting, listening without judging or criticizing, just holding space, allowing the other person to express themselves, their sadness, their sorrows, their grief, maybe their joys and their happiness. Oftentimes, when somebody shares their joy and excitement, we have a tendency to want to jump in and say, oh, me too. Let me tell you what happened to me. No, holding space and celebrating with them means being silent for at least a few minutes and then participating. Holding space also means not giving advice or feedback unless it is asked for, or unless you first ask permission, and then they can say, oh, sure. And if they say, no, I don't want feedback, then what do?
We listen. And that's another good point too. And I'm just going to take it another step, and then we'll jump back. Is it's really important, being a spiritual counselor for almost 30 years. You too, you've been doing counseling and doing everything with clients that you do. When someone starts to cry, do not break that up by getting the tissue and giving them the tissue,
Right.
or going over and giving them a hug. And some people go, Angel, why didn't you hug them? Because they were in their place. So talk a little bit about that, but then we'll jump back.
Absolutely. In my therapy practice, I work with couples, and oftentimes I may be working with a couple, especially if I'm working with a couple and the woman is crying. The man automatically, not always, but most of the time, will jump up and grab and hand them a tissue. And I say to them, help me understand the reason. I wait until it's all over, and then I say, help me understand the reason you chose to hand her a tissue. And one couple in particular, he said, because I can't stand it when she cries. It bothers me. And I said, what is the reason it bothers you? And he says, because it's my fault she's crying. I've got to do something to fix it. And she said, see, I never get to express my feelings. I'm not allowed to. And so I explained to them just what you said, how him handing her a tissue stops her process and stops her from being able to have her feelings. And I worked with him on helping him to understand, what is the reason it triggers him? What is the reason he feels the need to fix it? I said, was she asking you to fix it? No, she was just expressing her feelings. And we all have a right to express our feelings. They're not when we express our feelings, it's important to remember, don't express your feelings to try to change the other person's behavior, because you're probably going to fail every time. Express your feelings to get them out of you, So, and saying, I feel angry, I feel sad, I feel hurt. Not I feel like, or I feel that. I feel sad, I feel hurt. If we say I feel that, or I feel like, we're using a thought, not a feeling. I feel sad, I feel hurt, gets it out of us, and we're able to take full and personal responsibility for it.
Oh, I
And
love that. Beautiful, beautiful. And I love this quote too. When your energy flows, your authentic truth speaks itself.
yes, yes, speaking our truth without judgment or blame is about being authentic. It is about being consciously authentic. And my book is 4 Principles to Self-Empowerment Through Conscious Communication. Your words have power. 4 Principles to Self-Empowerment Through Conscious Communication. Conscious communication is about being authentic, speaking your truth without judging, without blaming yourself or others. Not blaming ourselves. That goes back to the using the I am so stupid, I am so dumb. Blaming ourselves, no, saying, wow, I made a mistake there. How can I do it different in the future? This is how I will do it different in the future. I want to go back just a moment to what you were saying about I'm sorry. I absolutely 100% agree with you about that. And it is in my book. And what I encourage is instead to learn to say 2 other powerful words, and that is I apologize. I apologize. If we practice using I apologize, we have to stop and think, do I owe an apology here? Rather than just sorry. And so I owe an apology. And if you owe an apology, by all means, apologize for specifics. I apologize for raising my voice to you. That was inappropriate. And that probably was hurtful. So I apologize to you. If someone gives you an apology, you know what the appropriate response is? Thank you. I accept your apology. That's simple. And it's important when somebody gives you an apology not to say yes, and you did this and this and this and this. No, you simply say thank you. Accept your apology.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I love that one. And I really like this one because in 2023, neuroscientists found that the pain of being socially excluded or filtered activities, the same neural alarm system as physical injury.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. When you feel like you're not being included, it's the same thing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's isolation. It's an isolationist, and to some degree, it is a victim consciousness. So if we feel that we're not being included, it's important for us to check in with ourselves and ask ourselves, what are the thoughts that I'm thinking or the beliefs that I have that hold me back from putting myself forward and being so that I can be included? In my therapy practice, I work with a lot of clients on their loneliness and their feelings of exclusion and isolation. And I work with them to help them understand where that began in their life and what are the messages that they are continuing to give themselves that keep that ball rolling, that ball of isolation and not being involved with others.
And it's so true, especially now. And it's still from that. It's so powerful. So powerful.
During COVID, a lot of people got accustomed to just staying inside, staying in their home, and not going out and socializing and being involved. And so now a lot of people are having the challenge of, how do I get back out involved?
Yeah, and they're having challenges. I get that too in my practice. I love that, and I really like this one too. Dopamine is the brain's currency for authentic expression.
Mm-hmm.
It's chemical viewers, listeners, it really is. I just had to repeat that. Okay, so also energy healing, it's the deepest form of nonverbal listening. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, listening is the most important tool we have for conscious communication and effective communication. We were given 2 ears and 1 mouth because we need to be listening more than we're speaking. And so, and it's hard sometimes. As I said earlier, we want to jump in and participate. So it's important to practice. Practice. It doesn't have to be hard. It takes practice, practice, practice. And practice, practice, practice creates progress, not perfection. I'll tell you a little tool that I learned many years ago when my kids were younger, and my son was, he's about 10 or 12 years old. And I learned that if I'm wanting to jump in when he's talking, I learned to put my finger in front of my mouth so that I would have to move my finger to speak. And sometimes I use that in my practice. I put my hand in front of my mouth to remind me not to open my mouth. And so one time he was about 10 or 12 years old and he was talking and I kept interrupting him and he said, "Mom, put your finger over your mouth." And he said it lovingly. I didn't take offense to it. I thought it was hilarious. And I put my finger over my mouth.
So there's another great tool and tip from Nancy that really can help, because it really is that important to let people feel heard. But I like the one is they feel valued.
Absolutely. And validated.
Yeah, so true, so true. And that is something, and I'm even going to bring that up because I saw you at eWomen, and that's one thing that Veronica, who is the director, she has really cultivated a space where we, as the leadership team, we make sure that everybody feels included and valued. And that's why we're moving the way that we are, because of that. Because everybody wants to feel that. They want to feel that. So I brought eWomen up. So if you want to be an eWomen network, just contact me. I didn't mean to bring that up, but it's a good model is how she's doing it. So I really like that. And I know you're loving these insights. Go ahead.
I agree with you. One of the things I enjoy about eWomen is that they give everyone an opportunity to speak and validate all of you. Everyone there does an excellent job of validating whomever spoke, either by applauding and sometimes we go up to one another during the break and say, "I really appreciated what you had to say." And I genuinely mean it. I wouldn't just go do it just to make them feel good, because I can't make them feel good.
No, you can't. You can't feel good just because of somebody else. That just doesn't even, it doesn't. Because really the power of your words mirrors the balance of your inner energy. So if your inner energy is kind of lying or fibbing, it's really going to come out. And people say that to me all the time. They're like, "You already know, Angel." And I'm like, "Yeah, because I can read energy. So I know when someone's kind of, I do." And it's always funny. But let's jump in. I really want to go into this because I think that you said that your book has 4 different keys. Guiding principles. Can you just touch on one for a few minutes, just on one, and give the listeners, viewers, something? Writer downers, guys, writer downers, ladies and gents, that will help.
Well, I've already given actually 3 of them.
Oh.
Being fully present, listening with an open mind and an open heart, speaking your truth authentically, and another one that is so valuable and so important is letting go of those things that no longer serve you, letting go of unforgiveness. I work with a lot of clients who are still holding on to unforgiveness. Sometimes the person wronged them 20 years ago. Sometimes the person that wronged them is even dead, and they still haven't forgiven that person. You know, it is said that non-forgiveness is like me taking poison and hoping the other person dies. Because holding on to non forgiveness does nothing but hurt us. It hurts us. And so forgiveness is a powerful tool for healing, for helping us to move through those things that are so painful for us. And it helps us to have a happier, better, more authentic, conscious life.
I love that one.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is those are great principles. And to dive deep, a little bit deeper for you viewers, is I really want you to take the time, because you might be going, well, how do I do that? How do I know what no longer serves me? Can you give them like an actionable something to do?
Yes. There's a variety of things that one can do. Prayer and meditation are two very powerful things. But the first thing that one needs to do is be able to identify what is no longer serving me and what is the reason it's no longer serving me. So, for example, the words we use are no longer serving us. For example, holding on to regrets and things that from our past that we wish we had done or wished we hadn't done. I certainly have done things in my past I wish I'd done differently. And I can't change it. I can't change it. It's over and done with. What I can do is make amends where necessary, make amends where appropriate, and then bring myself back to center again, forgive myself, and recognize yesterday was the past, tomorrow is the future, and this is the present moment. That's why we call it a gift, because it's the present. The other thing is that when we are living in past regrets or shoulda, coulda, woulda, oughta, those things are self-deprecating. And when we're living in the past, we have a tendency to move into depression. Living in the past, depression is always about the past. And if we're feeling anxious and anxiety, it's always about the future. And that could be 2 seconds from now, 30 seconds, or 30 years from now. If we're concerned about the future, if we have anxiety, it's triggered by concern about the future. So that's another reason to let it go and be fully in the present, experiencing joy.
Beautiful, beautiful. That is a major one. So again, listeners, viewers, this is what you're going to do. Sit down and identify. Take a piece of paper and a pencil and write it down, because you don't know what to pray on or meditate on unless you identify. So it's going to take a little bit of a process. That's why you call me or you call Nancy and you say, Nancy, I need some help. And in her book too, grab her book. Show your book one more time, please. And grab her book, because it will help.
And there are exercises in the book to help do just what you were just speaking of.
Fabulous, fabulous. I can't wait to get my copy. And if you could now tell us about your free gift.
Oh, my free gift goes back to exactly what we were talking about. It is about how to listen. It's tools for being a conscious listener, an effective listener. And you can go to my website, which is being shown right now, and put in your email address, and we will send you the free gift of points for being an effective listener.
Beautiful. Wonderful, wonderful. Get your free gift right now and go to that. Do you have any lasting words that we would love? Because this has gone so wonderful. Thank you. You've given so many golden nuggets for us with communication. Do you have any lasting words for us?
Yes, I do. Remember, your words have power. The words that you use when speaking to and about yourself and to and about others have power. They either lift us up and validate us, or they tear us down and demean our self-esteem and our self-confidence. So it's the energy in those words that we use that are self-deprecating. So be aware that certain words have very negative vibrations. And Other words have very positive vibrations, and they raise. You showed the vibration scale earlier. They raise that vibration. And one of my favorite words is love.
Ah,
Love
beautiful,
you.
beautiful. And I love you.
I love you too, Angel.
And thank you for being here and all the listeners. But stay tuned, listeners, because we're getting ready to do that meditation. Bye now. It's good to see
All right.
you. Until I get to
Thank
see you next time. Bye. Oh my gosh, wasn't she amazing with her awesome golden nuggets? Whew, take a deep breath. That was a lot, right? I mean, she was awesome. So now let's go into the personal calibration transmission. And I hope you're open to this transmission. I'm Angel Marie, and I'm here as your energy alchemist to help you with this transmission. So take a deep breath right now and feel this vibration. And as you feel this vibrational energy, start to take those breaths with me. And if you're watching, you can feel and see my hands of clearing, cleansing, so that we have this space to really calibrate, ignite, and activate your energy field. Beautiful. If you're listening to this, feel my words. Do not just hear my words. Feel these words as we're going to start this transmission of energy. Good. So take another deep breath and feel this vibrational field. And as you feel this vibrational field, you're going to start to absorb this beautiful energy. And in this absorbing this beautiful, peaceful ways, visualize this infinite abundance, great health, to relationships, to that communication, to how you serve others, to that great health, that spiritual growth that you have, to how you show up for humanity. Take a deep breath and let all of this vibration start to activate, integrate. And just imagine this infinite energy healing flowing through you, integrating and activating on your highest energy, down to the subatomic layer, from your cell units to your cell nuclear, to every system, to every organ, to every DNA and RNA. Breathe, relax, and breathe, and relax. And let this transmission just start to change that frequency within you. And as it's changing this, you're breathing in with wellness, abundance, profits, wealth, riches, financial growth, success. Breathe in that muscle strength, the fitness, that more endurance, that resilience, that balance. Breathe that in with that enlightened awareness and awakening that inner peace. Breathe with that conscious connection, that alignment, that calibration to your higher self. Beautiful. Breathe that in with the divine connection, that inner strength, and that guidance, that self-reflection, that grateful gratitude, that peace and compassion. Breathe the connection now. Breathe it in as you're transmuting any of this energy out, and it's integrating this connection to your source, that increased intuition, that inner knowing, inner guidance, that wisdom, that clear audience, intuitive awareness, that psychic sense of understanding. Breathe. Beautiful. And let that limitless energy of abundance flow through you, and let it absorb. And as it is absorbing into every cell, nuclear system, organ, and DNA, just imagine the limitless abundance that's all around you. You deserve it. You have it. You own it. Take a deep breath. Beautiful. And let it out. Come back to this anytime to get that calibration, that activation, anytime that you would like. I'm Angel Marie, your energy alchemist, and I love you so much to bring this to you every week. So breathe and start to wiggle your hand, your fingers to your toes and move around a little bit. Beautiful, beautiful. And come on back, come on back. Wonderful, wonderful. And you know what? I want to give you a free gift because I love you that much and I want to get to know you because you are a VIP and you are valued. So please get on my calendar today and let me get to know you and your story because it's powerful to get to know who you are. Because I understand that the energy vibration is just, and it's time to give that gift to you. And the gift is of your presence. And I love to have your presence and mine as that gift. Beautiful, beautiful. And you know, one of the big things is I want you to remember that your energy is the music of your life. Keep it tuned. Keep it flowing and keep it shining bright. And I'm here every Thursday at 11 o'clock Pacific with guests from all over the world, bringing you the wisdom, the energy, the golden nuggets to lift you higher. And this isn't just a show. It's a movement. It's a global impact. And next week, we have the amazing Karen Jones. You saw her earlier. She'll be coming on to talk about resilience and grief. And how to step into being in that vibrational frequency. And we're getting ready right now to go to the end where we're going to do the shine on. So I'm going to get you all moving and stuff. I always tell you that we want to bring in that energy. But I want you to know that you, I see you. I see you. You have a story. You have a message for the world and it needs to hear yours. So reach out to me. I'd love to feature you here, right here on EnergizeUtv. People want to hear about what you, because if you touch one person, and that's how I feel, I touched one person today that had them shift how they communicate. And there it is. That's the beauty of it. And the beauty is always about you, you, you. So let's take a deep breath until next time. Ignite your energy, activate your joy, and elevate your abundance. I love you so much. And here we go with the song until I get to see you next time. Remember, I wrote this song, I sing this song, and the words are for you. You know what? I'm going to bring Nancy back on. She's going to dance with us.
You got ambition, fire and soul. Look within your heart, let your spirit flow. Ask for what you want, show 'em what you got. Take it to the top, don't you ever stop. Shine